Welcome to another episode of Pure Bliss and Balance, a place to help you and your family have your most resilient and happy life. I'm your host, Jennifer, and today we get to meet another amazing guest speaker. Her name is Maryann Harman. She's an educator, professional musician who's won many awards, an international speaker and trainer. Our discussion today is going to cover the importance of music and how it can help heal the mind, body, spirit in the most magical of ways. We're going to cover the science of music and how it can help heal the brain, and also how when we incorporate movement, we can further support the healing benefits that it can provide in our lives. So without ado, let's get that conversation started right now. Welcome, Maryann. So glad to have you here.
I'm really glad to be here. I love working with you. I love your energy, but I love that you are real. It's this isn't something you're doing because, oh, this is the way I can make a living. This is your living. So I love that about you, the sincerity, and I am proud to be a part of it in a small way. So thank you. Hi, everyone. As she said, Maryann Harman. People usually call me Mare, and the name of my company is Music with Mare. I became totally obsessed with understanding how music helps the brain when my daughter was younger. I was a middle school music teacher, which might explain my personality. I love working with that age group. And then I had my daughter. I was teaching K-5 at the time. And when I was at home, I loved being an at-home mom. And I also missed that interaction with children and music. So I started doing weekly classes with the playgroup. And then people would ask me, can I buy that song? And no, I was making it up. So that led to a recording career. Everything grew organically, which is, I think, one of the reasons, Jen, you and I connect, because of that organic feel to what we do. I didn't set out with a 2-year plan and a 5-year plan. I just was following my life path and taking it and adding to it. And so I went back to get my master's degree in education, and I started writing songs that connected to the brain research. So many people hear, well, if you do this, this happens to your brain. And then they leave, and teachers or parents are standing there going, how do I implement that? That was an interesting fact, but how do I make that happen? So my thing was making those connections. Another thing that is important to me is people would say, well, if I come to your class, and the classes that I'm talking about are for infant through 5, but I have also worked with children all the way up through 14. Okay. I've sometimes done high school, but I like staying with this age group. And people would say, well, if we come to your music class, the things that you're doing, are you getting them ready for school? And I say, no, I'm getting them ready for life. See, if you're ready for life, school is easy. If you're not ready for life, if you go to school just ready for school, you're going to get some curveballs when you don't know how to find someone to sit with for lunch. Tell someone your name. Feel confident enough to put up your hand and ask the teacher a question. So when you're ready for life, you're ready for school. And so the music I use, I do not teach music in this instance. I am a music teacher and I can teach music, but my main focus is using music to teach.
Let's talk about the science benefits that music has in our lives.
Children that have music in their lives, they're less likely to get involved in negative activities. Children that have music in their lives are more likely to go on to higher salary jobs because they have more focus and more determination. But music enables children to do pre-planning. It enables them to work together with the group where they have to do well so that the whole group does well, but also allows them to work as an individual. And it's their choice. All of these facts are on my Music with Mare Brain Facts page, and I really would love it for you to follow that page because every day I post a different brain fact. And I do a lot about how music benefits children between the ages of 10 and 17, how even like dancing, hip hop music itself is not dangerous. What's sometimes dangerous are the lyrics, but all styles of music are good for children. As a matter of fact, here's a brain fact for you. And I just published this short video to YouTube last night. Afro-Cuban beats and salsa music benefit the brain by as much as 20% more than Mozart.
Whoa, that's incredible.
Yep, Afro-Cuban beats and salsa music use a lot of syncopation. You're not going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. You're going to get 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4 and a 1 and 2 and 3. And so the brain's going, "What are you doing?" And then the brain's like, "I love this." So it's the different beats, the rhythms. It gets the brain more engaged because the brain's not quite sure where you're going with that. So it has to really focus. So yeah. So don't get discouraged when a child wants to do that. Things like learning to play the drums, phenomenal for cross-lateral movement. Children that are ADHD, ADD, when they play drums or do hip hop dance, it helps their brain to center and allows them to work more holistically. Like I like to show my brain, right hemisphere, left hemisphere connected by the corpus callosum, that allows the two sides to communicate and work together. Now, the corpus callosum is larger in females than it is in males, which is why we multitask so much. And males are more likely to focus on one side and not the other, one side at a time. However, in musicians, the corpus callosum is 15 to 20% larger than in non-musicians. It is such a benefit for being able to express your emotions and control body.
That's amazing because that ties into, again, when we're talking about mindfulness. As you know, I'm all about mindfulness and how we can integrate mindfulness in our day-to-day in the most amazing ways. And it's not just the traditional meditation that so many people think that mindfulness is. When we actually take mindfulness in terms of the scientific benefits that it has into our lives through music modality and through all these other modalities that we can use to make the world better, it's magical, it's powerful. Can we talk a little bit more about the benefits of music when it comes to focus, when it comes to helping? It's a form of meditation, really, isn't it? As examples.
When children can do 4 minutes of physical aerobic activity, such as dance and, music, dancing and singing along while dancing, it increases their ability to focus for afterwards. They can focus for up to 50 minutes. So we know that benefits, music benefits that way. And I'm not sure if I said this or not, but there are 2 studies about music and the ability to ward off brain dementia and Alzheimer's. So playing a musical instrument once a week helps to offset dementia and Alzheimer's by 69%. And dancing helps to offset it by 79%. So those benefits of keeping your brain healthy. They've done studies where they've sung songs to people with Alzheimer's, and songs that have a very powerful emotion, a memory attached to them. And they have found these patients become lucid for 10 to 15 minutes. They can see who you are, remember you, and talk to you for a good 10 to 15 minutes. So they're researching right now, what is it that music triggers? So they have these fantastic surgeries that they can do where they open the brain and the person doesn't feel anything, but they'll show them, they'll sing to them, and they're watching what happens. In Israel, they did one where they had a man's brain open, and he was a concert violinist, and they had him playing his violin while they were looking in his brain so they could locate what was firing. This is such amazing stuff, but they're finding out some really interesting, profound information. They know that if they let you pick your favorite music and bring an iPod into surgery, you need less sedation. And that people that listen to music after surgery need less medication than people that don't. So music has so many healing properties to it. I know, I'm a musician. I had surgery a couple of years ago, and the doctor came in my room in the morning, the surgeon, he goes, "You only pressed the morphine thing once." I go, "No, you pressed it once." So I could sleep, after the surgery. He goes, "You've never pressed it?" I go, "No, I don't need it. I'm good." Because I was laying there, I'm not singing out loud, but I was singing in my head, going through the lyrics and the songs. And that's another thing, that the brain actually, if you're thinking about moving and a song, the brain sometimes doesn't know you're not really moving, and it activates that part of the brain that does move for that. And so it stimulates it. It's really interesting.